Sound good, balanced? Can't you hear the fucking... Cool, let's frickin' jam. Can you hear my guitar? I can't tell with this freaking setup, man. Can't see it though. It's not cool. There, back up there. I can go here. The last one. Nope. Go again. Okay. Hope that sounded okay. What's up? That was from a backing track. I'll show you. That's from YT Jam Tracks. It's a good channel, man. It's a good jam. So what am I doing here? What am I doing? I put out a post yesterday? I don't know when it was. I think my camera's about to fall off, though. Put out a community post, and I said, ask me some difficult questions. Before I jump into this, let me talk to you guys. Who's here? Who we got? Ed was first. What's up, Ed? Welcome. Tron D, keeping you up. Yeah, sorry about that. No Guard. Russ Henry, what's up, man? How you doing? Michael Muno, Melody Memory, Ooby Doob, Xenos, Drag what's up, guys? Thank you. Thanks for the, what did I miss? Somebody asked the pickups. Is that a Dean? Yes, Dean Cadillac. Somebody asked if these are the stock pickups in the Dean Cadillac. Yes, they are the stock pickups. I will not touch anything on that guitar. It is perfect how it is. I was bending. What was I going to? Like a good 5 or 6 tone bend. And, didn't break any strings. I was like literally trying to break a string. What's up, Goat QI? Welcome. Rafael Toledo, welcome. So, yeah, I asked, I put a community post out and said, ask me difficult questions. This came about because I was watching Lindsay Nicole. If you don't know what her channel is, you should check it out. She's really cool. Check out her channel. She talks all about animals, evolution, fossils, there's a whole series, History of Life on Earth, that we know of. So, check out her channel. She's funny, she's smart. And she was making one of her videos, and somebody asked her a question. It was just got very deep, very fast. I'm like, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind checking that out. Oh, she already has 1.3 million subscribers. Fantastic. Good for her. Doing a lot better than me and been out a lot less time, which is fine. That's okay. I'm doing fine. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. So let me see here. I guess I could bring up my my community post. I guess that makes sense, wouldn't it? I gotta look at it anyway. 27 comments. Oh, this is rough. The first one was rough. Oh, you can see that. I'll blow this. I'll make this bigger so you can see them. Not exactly what I had in mind, but that'll work, I suppose. Let me get the comments viewed here. The chat needs to be... Oh, that's not what I wanted. No. Huh. There we go. Put this up above everything. That's not confusing or anything, is it? No, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Son of a bitch. I know. I'll zoom. I will zoom. How about that? Look at this first question, dude. What a mess. Always plan ahead. That's what I say. but I don't do that. All right, so you can see the first one and the second one here. Got the chat there. So the first question somebody asked from Cora Destiny, was, why are you not a more successful musician? Well, God damn it. I can take that a couple different ways. You guys started this backing track yet? I just gotta have something going on. So yeah, they asked, why are you not a more successful musician? So there's a couple ways I can answer this. One is like, thanks, that makes me feel real good. But I just shut off my song there. But here's what I really think the question is. I don't think it's meant to be insulting at all. I think it's a general. I can take it as a compliment. Like, why are you not more successful like you should be, and why am I not? I think the reason is, let's see. This works across a couple decades, right? So there's a time where I was doing pretty good playing blues and stuff. Not pretty good. I was doing average for a local guy playing blues and stuff. Had I lived somewhere else, I probably would have had a better chance. But I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave home. I was in South Bend, about an hour away from home. And to really make it, though, I probably would have had to just go somewhere else. Keep in mind, I'm talking before YouTube. And you had to know somebody or run into somebody in order to become, well known, and pretty much give up anything else. So I loved what I was doing. I was playing music. I was getting paid for it on the side, and then once YouTube happened and the music industry just kind of changed and shifted, I wasn't really into playing in a band or anything. I was just on to other things, right? And so I was just writing music for myself and for, small things. I was making the album I put out, I wrote for my family because they were asking for music. So that's all I was really worried about. It made them happy, made me happy. And then I put it out and then people, a few people around the world kind of heard it. So I'm not a successful musician because I didn't really set out to be like, I just want to be a guitar player. Would it have been cool? Yeah. But I think it takes a dedication that I couldn't give. Because for me, the kid happened. It was just more important to just be a good dad and a good husband instead of worrying about playing guitar. I was happy. I was happy playing music, recording when I could at a job I didn't hate. So I was cool. I haven't completely given up, I'm still trying to put stuff out there, maybe get noticed by somebody, but I'm not super worried about it because I found other ways to be, in my mind, successful, I'm more successful now than I ever was because when I put out something, even though comparatively to my most popular videos, my jam session videos don't get views for shit, they still acquire several hundred, which is fine for me. I'm happy with that, man. I get the occasional compliment. Like when I have put out a video for a brand new band that I heard of and it only gets a couple hundred views, but 2 or 3 people are like, that band's awesome. That's kind of how I can put myself in that band's shoes. And when I put out one of my songs or something, it doesn't get very many views, but I get a couple people going, dude, that's awesome. That's fucking great. And that's direct feedback. And, so no, I'm not making music. I'm not a success from my music, but my love of music has made me relatively successful, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, man. I take that as a compliment, like, you think I should be more successful, which I hope that's what it meant. And I think there's, if anything, my journey has shown that there are millions of people that are way more talented than me. And I'm okay with that. I have a good voice, so I'm just going to use that, you know what I mean? What's up? We got Chase in the house, too. What's up, man? Haramatsu, welcome. Aaron Lee's in the house. What's up, everybody? So yeah, there's my thoughts on that, dude. Let's go to the next one. What is this? Some of these I know are probably going to be a little silly, and some are going to be kind of make me think, which is fine. So this one is, how many roads must a man walk down before he can call him a man? My answer to that is it most definitely depends on what roads that man takes. Everybody's path is different, and everybody's experience is different. Therefore, everybody's road to being what you may consider a man is different. What every person considers a man is different. If you're talking about man as far as becoming an adult male, you're going to end up there anyway. You know, barring some hindrance naturally or unnaturally. You're going to get there eventually. But there's no... You could definitely walk... I know we're talking, theoretically. You could definitely walk one road and become all the man you ever need to be. Because maybe you're just a focused person and you don't have to stray to find out what you need to find out. Now, many people will just walk many different paths and they won't learn shit. But ideally, you have a road. You go from that road and you come back. And every time you come back, you're a little more clear on what direction you're going. So I guess my answer is many, but it should all lead to the main road. That makes sense? Hope that makes sense. Oh, hey, it's B. What's up? Aaron Lee. So I'm officially working on lyrics for Alan and Eric, plus recording vocals. Awesome, dude. That's good news, my friend. Glad to hear it. Let's see. What's the next one? Who is your favorite Band-Maid member? You think you're gonna get me? It's Konami. It's Konami. We without this, it wouldn't be that, blah, 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 whatever, man. It's Konami. She's the architect. All the wonderful music that comes from that band is seeded with Konami and improved upon by all the other members. And it wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Miku. I know the history, dude. But Konami is it, man. She is my inspiration. She's my guitar hero. Yeah, they got this little face there like it was going to be tricky. It ain't tricky. It's Konami. Who invented liquid soap and why? Hey, Google. Who invented liquid soap and why? See what Google says.
Soap. The first liquid soap was patented in 1865 by William Shepard.
There you go, man. Question answered. William Shepard. 1865. Oh, wait. He's often credited for inventing it, but considering his patent was officially listed as improved liquid soap, it seems clear there was liquid soap around already. But he patented it, so I guess he gets the win. William Shepard. his patent, but I'm sure there's. I think, okay, here's the thing. Liquid soap actually came around, where did I hear this? What was it? Ancient folks who were, no, that's just from what's that movie with Brad Pitt and the soap? People were washing their clothes in the water and found that, when the fat from the dead animals mixed with it, they got their clothes clean or something like that. I don't know. Can't remember what the fuck that's called. It's one of my favorite movies ever in the world. I'll think of it sometime when it's inappropriate. Dude invented soap. I'm sure there was liquid soap before there was manufacturers. Somebody invented that a long time ago before the wheel. You know what I mean? Fight Club. Duh. Jesus, Fight Club. I think Tyler Durden explained to us all where liquid soap came from. Basically, they accidentally created soap and it was with water, so therefore it was liquid soap, right? They had to mix it at some point. Ancient people weren't stupid. They're actually really fucking smart. Officially William Shepard. Unofficially, we don't know because it's probably developed in many different countries before it was ever patented by any fucking greedy bastard who wanted to make money off of it. He was just kidding anyway, but whatever, dude. Is it reality that dwarfs the dream or a realm of illusion that rules supreme? Did I say you asked these questions? No, I didn't. Chris Hill asked about the roads. How many roads must a man walk down? I guess it was on there. Kiss the Toad, who's your favorite Band-Maid member? Falcon Sooner asked who invented liquid soap. User TF2WD1EH3G. That's not a bot, if I ever heard one. Is it reality that dwarfs the dream or a realm of illusion that rules supreme? I imagine that's some sort of quote I should understand from a book, maybe. Let me think about this for a relatively short time. Is it reality that dwarfs the dream or a realm of illusions that rules supreme? It has to be a little bit of both, doesn't it? What's up, Kevin? Welcome. Reality should not dwarf your dream. Your dream should feed your reality. Or a realm of illusions that rules supreme. So, dreams and illusions are not the same thing, This is conflating two things that shouldn't be considered the same, I guess. I don't know how to take that, man. Reality dwarfs the dream because it's tangible, it's real, and your dreams should feed your reality, and therefore, reality is basically a result of your dreams, maybe? Should be anyway. If it's not, you're probably leading a pretty boring life. I don't say it to be judgy. But, whatever. It's it's wacky. Why? Oh, this is from Mikoto. This is, why does your favorite hero wear his underwear outside the costume? For the support. Now, let's see. There's got to be an official. I think it has probably more to do with why is that? Why did Let's ask the internet. Circus Strongman. Okay. So, I knew there was some, basic reason for it, right? So, Superman wears his underwear on the outside of his costume to emulate the circus strongman at the time. Superman is not my favorite superhero. You know that. It is Batman, which I was wearing a Batman watch today, but I took it off. So there's your answer. Strongman from back in the day, the circus days, used to pretty much have like, you know, a pair of tights, a little pair of underwear on, and that was it. Then they'd have like maybe some boots or something and muscles. They look like wrestlers, right? So when they put Superman, they made a superhero, so a strong man, a super strong man. They just made him look like that, but on the outside of his costume. So if it was under his costume, you wouldn't see it. So you would make that connection to a strong man, I guess. And then, since Superman was the first like superhero comic book character, everybody that came after that just looked like him because that's what a superhero looked like. Another silly question, but you know, there's your real answer. Currently, Batman, he put his underpants back on the inside where they belong. They kind of change that since Tim Burton got a hold of it, you know. Because Batman 89 didn't have his briefs on the outside. I mean, it's not underwear, or it wouldn't be on the outside, but yeah. I mean, let's think about this just purely logistically. If you had on a bodysuit, right, and it was just like stretchy around there, it might just kind of sag or get snagged on stuff. I don't know. You need some tights on there to keep control of shit. Gotta have something, man. You don't want things snagging. Not when you're superheroing around a city. You want that stuff under control. You know what I mean? Okay, I think this is a serious question from Michael Hill. Is Michael Hill here? All right. So this is, in spite of your love for Band-Maid, Ryan, do you think them being discussed so frequently on the Gaijin Guys podcast is also doing a disservice to other bands or artists who aren't featured quite as prominently as the Maids, whether they be fellow veterans or up-and-coming bands or artists? Maybe. But, so who's talked about most? Band-Maid. Baby Metal's mentioned a lot. They're like the biggest bands, right? Nemophila, Gotrek Spin, Love Bites, they're the biggest bands. So, if we only featured unknown bands, nobody'd be watching anyway. So what we're trying to do is, with our songs of the week, I don't mean to turn this into a commercial, but we're trying to do is bring bands that we like that aren't necessarily well known, and put a spotlight on them. And instead of just mentioning them in passing or as a headline, we're actually spending time to talk about it and discuss the music. All four of us, not just me on my own. So, although the headline will grab people and pull them in, the hope is that will pull people in, and then people will stick around because they like what we have to say, right? If they respect what we say about Love Bites or Band-Maid, then maybe they'll hang around and hear what we have to say about some other bands. So, they usually do pull in the headlines because they're making headlines, you know? You gotta be smart. I've done things where I just featured bands that aren't known, and nobody fucking watches it. Even though it's great. Even though it's me. Even though I will put it in perspective for you. I have over 22,000 subscribers. Realistically, not a lot, but it's fucking plenty for me. I'm not complaining. But when I put out a video of me playing guitar, and over the course of a month it gets like 400 views, that's a little disheartening. Like, oh, these people don't really give a fuck about my guitar playing. They just want to hear me talk about Band-Maid or Nemophila or Love Bites. You know what I mean? I would hope that they'd be like, well, let's see what this guy does. It's not how it works. It's just being realistic. It's just not how it works. You know, Dragdown. I wish Dragdown would have had 1,000 more views on the interview, but it's more than they would have had otherwise. You know what I mean? So it's just being, we got to be realistic. So we grab people But we are now spending, a good half hour or so talking about bands that a lot of people may not know about. So I think we are we're being more responsible that way. Yeah, let's see, guys, the chat. Michael says Band-Maid is the band that got them all together, kicked it off. True, yeah. I mean, they're my favorite band in the fucking world, dude. So I don't mind talking about them, but I mean, just watch my channel. Band-Maid's barely on it. Sometimes I'm like, I feel bad because I never feature them. Because they're, they're pretty much why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I almost we got to play some Band-Maid on the stream, because I still want to send my love out there to them, you know what I mean? I still want to meet them and talk to them sometime, and if all they see is me talking about other bands, fuck. So yeah, I barely talk about them. So, but between me talking about other bands all the time on my channel, and then we feature other bands at the end of the Gaijin Guy show, I hope that does it. Thanks, Chaotic Blue. Some of us care. I appreciate it. Believe me, the views I get, I appreciate, because that's more than I ever got when I was recording by myself and putting a CD out and giving it to my friends and having 5 people listen to it. Now there's hundreds of people, and that's fucking great, dude. I love it. I'm not complaining. Baffle Rez says, what is 2 plus 2 times 2 plus 2 plus 2 times 2? This is one of those things. You got to do in the parentheses first, so that's 4. Then 2 plus 2 is 4 times. See, I mean, 4 times 2. 8 plus 4 times 2, 8. It's 16. Is it just 16? I'm going to say 16. How about that? If I do it, 4. 10. Oh, or is it 20? Son of a bitch. It's 20, isn't it? What is this? Hey, I'd have a math channel if that was my thing, but it ain't. Because you gotta do that for as 4, and yeah, 16 or 20. I'm gonna say, to make it less complicated, name all Kami band gears they use. I can't. Ibanez. Warwick? I don't think he uses a Warwick, though. What's Bo use? He doesn't use a Warwick. He's a 6-string bass. Google it, man. Shit. If you ask me questions, you can Google. Hey, Google. What instruments do the Kami band play? Well, that's weird. I think it's playing home. It didn't like my question. What was the math? 14? Math. Right? What are you guys saying? Band-Maid hour every stream. Loudness has been around since the 80s. Oh, how far does this go back? I think you're talking about different things. Yeah, whatever. Dude, Aaron, Michael was saying that Band-Maids is what got us together, and that's literally the truth. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't know each other. Loudness is a band I never listened to, for whatever that's worth. Combi band, let's see. Takayoshi Omura, what did he play? Did he? What the hell? I got a fucking ad going on here. Just give me the guitars, man. Doesn't say. Shouldn't be that difficult to find out, you know? He recorded a C with Richie Cut. Oh, ESP. He uses ESP guitars. Okay, there's one. So we got ESP, Lita Cygnus. That's one of those fucking no head guitars. So, you know, one of those fucking things, whatever that is. Super trendy. I don't know, dude. What's Bo play? I don't know what kind of bass he plays. Is his ESP also? Bo, show me a picture of the headstock, bro. Doesn't say. You think that would be like, you know, a big lead-in? Like, hey, here's what he plays, dude. I don't fucking know, man. They use string, guitars, basses, and amps. A lot of pedals. That's how you get it done. I didn't say I was going to answer the questions correctly. Yeah, that was Mikio's Apprentice. Chase Carnison. I'll have to keep that in mind, sir. Most impactful live show you've been to? Oh, man. You think it would be a Band-Maid one, right? Maybe 9 Inch Nails? Maybe 9 Inch Nails, because that seemed impossible. I knew they had amazing live shows. I saw videos of the live shows. But it just seemed impossible. That was such a... 9 Inch Nails enveloped such a space in my head to where it was like... It was its own environment, its own kind of space. Right here, 9 Inch Nails, and internally I was in a different kind of atmosphere. And it was a place I would go and kind of hide, a place I would go and kind of be safe, a place I could go and wonder things that I shouldn't wonder in front of other people, or things that were scary. It was a place I could go and be myself. So when I witnessed 9 Inch Nails live, and it was better than I imagined it could be, it was just just a wonderful thing. It was beyond anything I could have expected. It was the best sound I've ever heard in a live setting. I was in a shitty spot. It was like the stage was here, and I was like off to the side here, and it sounded incredible. The visuals were incredible. Everything was performed impeccably. Trent Reznor is a fucking god as far as being a singer and a performer goes. He nailed everything, and he does not sing easy stuff to sing. That was absolutely incredible. There you go, man. I guess right now it's 9 Inch Nails. Which is, you know, and it's not that's not to say other ones weren't impactful. You know what I mean? Band-Maid was, I mean, certainly impactful. And, but what I mentioned about Nine Inch Nails and how it affected me, like internally and mentally, that was a time I was a teenager, confused as hell, and just being a fucking kid. And they gave me something to focus on, to steady myself with. So seeing that live and have it kind of come to fruition like that was something that it's going to be hard to pass up, you know. Band-Maid, they were impactful for that. They were that impactful for me before I ever saw them perform live. Nine Inch Nails kind of was too. But Band-Maid, they reaffirmed the music and like the ability of interesting music to be made, and for me to still be amazed by it. And it took a few shows for me to like kind of be happy watching them. It was weird. At least one. I mean, LA was just kind of a weird experience. And then once I saw them on the East Coast, it was amazing. And then I got to see them in New York and be on the other side of the rail. So that was fucking life altering too. But you know, I guess Nine Inch Nails, man. Very funny radio rapper. Right on. Okay, what's the next one? From Frank Andre. It's not a question, more of a comment. The Band-Maid community has been incredibly gracious to you. You've been sent a limited edition Band-Maid guitar, multiple signed and possibly rare articles of merch, concert and plane tickets. Holy shit, how lucky can one guy be? I'm glad to have a Band-Maid shirt, and even that was pricey. The BM community is a special one indeed. Don't ever think you're not appreciated. In the end, you're not just lucky. You're many things to many people. Thank you, man. Now I just wish you had a better system for keeping track of requests. I was referred to as somebody during my last request. All right, man. So I'm going to skip that last part. I apologize. When I do requests, there's no bots. There's nothing keeping track of shit for me. I just copy the text and I paste it into another spot. And I forgot to copy the name. And by the time I got to it, it was way lost in the chat and I couldn't find it. So, Frank, I'm sorry. I appreciate you, my friend. And at least I referred to you as somebody and not nobody. Well, I was hoping you'd be like, hey, that was mine, and I would have called it out. As far as the rest of it goes, you're right. I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, I look at that guitar and it just blows me away, dude. And Altaka sent more than the guitar. He sent a bunch of merch stuffed inside the case, and it was just completely generous. And yes, tickets, even a plane ticket, a couple plane tickets now. I can't, I never would have imagined, you know what I mean? So I don't know what to say to that. I think I'm extremely lucky. I'm super thrilled, and I'm like so grateful that I just hope I'm like doing something worthy of it. Which I'm going to assume I am, because it keeps happening. And I mean, I don't know what to fucking say. I love you guys, and you're showing your love back. And you know what? I think I can do things a lot of people can't, and I'm trying to do things to help out bands and stuff. And there's people that can do things that a lot of other people can't, and those people that are doing things. So I appreciate it, and I think, you know, these people don't do this because they think it's going to get them some kind of praise or recognition. So that says a lot about them as opposed to me, because they never, not once has anybody said, I want you to talk about me on your show. I want you to mention me. Most people are like, keep it on the down low, and we're cool. Like there's a supporter that I had who probably covered like I don't know, 20 or 30 subscribers, and he supported me like that for a long time, dude. Like that amount, actually more. And I was always grateful, you know. And things changed for him, and that's fine. I'm not going to be like, oh, where's the money? I'm just, and the dude was like, yeah, don't mention me. I'm like, okay. I won't. Thank you. Like, do you want a special request? He's like, nah, just keep doing what you're doing. So that's fucking, it's humbling, man. It's like, you know, I guess it's more of a, like you do what you can. Oh man. I was going to say you do what you can for what you love. So thank you guys. I was going to talk about what I do for bands. Like I'll buy tickets and stuff even when I can't go, or I'll get merch, and just realize that's what you guys are doing for me. So I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. Other than I just hope I'm like, I just live up to it. You know. Okay. I guess the main point of that is the people that do those things don't ever ask to be announced. They're just doing it because they think it's something they want to do and it's going to benefit the community, I think. I never thought I'd be on the receiving end of that kind of generosity, and I honestly don't know how to, like, what to say other than I thank you. And I'm hoping I'm doing your contributions justice. That's all I want to do. Thanks, David. Graham. Thanks, guys. All right. I mean, this whole experience, it's literally life-changing, man. It's been life-changing from just being exposed to Band-Maid. It changed my life for the better. Without any of this other shit happening, it changed my life for the better. Learning about them, how they treat each other, how they treat their fans, how they write their music, how they always want to improve, that changed my life. My fucking life, dude. Like, how I looked at life was changed because of Band-Maid. All for the better. So that's, like, that was great. Everything else is a bonus. Any achievements I've made, anything people have done for me, it's all a bonus. Like, I'm fucking good. So all this everything that happens after this is just pure, it's just bonus. And it makes me, want to do more as well. Thanks, no card. What's up, Jonathan Lane? Radio Rafa. What's up, guys? Jan Ash, welcome. All right, next question. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Yes, because there's always somebody there to hear it. Just because a human ain't there doesn't mean it's fucking physics, man. It's going to make sound. Yeah. Next question. Name your top 5 Band-Maid songs excluding Guion Cho. Well, Guion Cho is a Band Michael song. Top 5 Band-Maid songs. This literally, we know this isn't the same ever. So Let me see here. Let me get. I can only name my top 5 songs right now because I go through different waves of listening to like songs, Band-Maid songs. I'm so bad with names. Let's see. What are my favorite songs right now? What comes first? One's coming ahead. Spirit. From Now On. Screaming. That's only 3. Spirit, From Now On, Screaming. Blooming. And I don't know. What's the one with my favorite riff ever? I'm so bad with names. I had it for a second. Not Alone. What the fuck is it? I can play the riff. Dice. Thank you, Michael. Dice. There we go. Did you get him? What was it? Spirit? Screaming? Dice? From Now On? See? What the fuck was the other one? Blooming? I said blooming, didn't I? There you go. See? You said puzzle. Now that takes the spot of one of them. Puzzle. Fuck. If blooming's out, puzzle's in. Puzzle is absolutely fucking incredible. And, no, black hole. Shit. Sayonara Kadori. Yeah, it's impossible. Fuck that, dude. Giovanni, god damn it. Oh. Unleash. Whatever, man. Top 5. It's impossible. There's too many songs I like the same. Puzzle has to be in top 5. Puzzle has to be in top 5. From Now On has to be in top 5. Spirit has to be in my top 5. Dice has to be in my top 5. And I know I'm missing something. Oh. Anemone? Gosh. It's impossible, dude. All right. There you go. That's all I can say. If I go on and on and on, it's just going to go on and on. Kevin, there's a quantum physics answer that says, no, a tree falling needs an observer to make a noise, so I don't know. How many critters live in a forest? Fucking millions. Something hears a tree fall. The only time that may not be a thing is in I can't remember the proper name for it. Aokigahara, Suicide Forest in Japan. Not very many animals there, but there's something living there. Something hears it. So fuck you, quantum physics guys. There's always something around to hear it. See? Moratorium, right. Jonathan Lane, not Chemical Reaction? Dude, I love Chemical Reaction. That is a great song. All right, where are we at now? That was from Haramatsu. Name your top 5 Band-Maid songs. So thank you, Haramatsu. Bill B asked if a tree falls in the forest. No one's there to hear it. Doesn't make a sound. Yeah, there you go. Bobe Spirit 2112 says, explain that confusing circle of fifths so that I can actually understand and use it. Thankfully, that's not a question, because I don't fucking know, dude. I've tried to understand it. I don't. You know what? Let me see here. Let me look up circle of fifths, and we'll see if we can just... I've looked at it 1,000 times. I just don't understand the fucking point. I don't. I'm not a theory guy. I've probably used whatever this tries to tell you lots of times, but I don't understand. Let's see. F, D minor. I don't fucking know. It wasn't a question. Doesn't count. I don't know. I don't understand that stuff, dude. I do want to find an explanation. Circle of fifths, the Wikipedia. In music theory, the circle of fifths is a way of organizing the 12 chromatic pitches as a sequence of perfect fifths. This is strictly true in the standard 12-tone equal temperament system. Using a different system requires one interval of diminished sixth to be treated as a fifth. I'm lost, dude. I don't fucking understand. If C is chosen as a starting point, the sequence is C, G, D, A, E, B equals C flat. F sharp equals G flat. C sharp equals... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Continuing the pattern, the F returns the sequence to its starting point of C. The order places the most closely related key signatures adjacent to one another is usually illustrated in the form of a circle. Isn't a bass tuned to perfect fifths? Or is that fourths? Now wait a minute, it says the circle is often used in the counterclockwise direction, making it a circle of fourths. What the fuck? See, this is just like rules for the English language. There's this, and this, and sometimes this, unless this, and then this. Whatever, dude. Just play something that doesn't sound bad. You're fine. No. Jonathan Lane, I feel like I know slightly less about circle of fifths after you read the Wikipedia article, right? Thank you, Polska Bob. That's me just doing some melody stuff. Some cool melody stuff on the guitar for a backing track. If you get tired of it, I'll switch it to something else. What else is going on here? All in all, music might be considered math rock if the bands producing it rely consistently on polyrhythmic textures, unpredictable time signatures, improvisation, and dissonance. Russ Henry says it's all about the overlap between the major and relative minor. For a song in G major, you can play in E minor because they share notes in a nutshell, sorta. That's kind of what and that's stuff I know I've stumbled upon. That's how you know something will fit together. I imagine if you didn't have an ear for things, it would help because you could then visualize it. That makes sense though. For a song in G major, you can play in E minor in the relative minor. And that's how I improvise. Like when I improvise solos and I'm in the key, the songs in the key of whatever I'm playing in, fucking whatever I'm playing in, I'm just playing, the fucking relative notes. Right? This music was supposed to be comfortably left in the background. I don't know. Maybe it's like way too loud for you guys. I don't know. So, Bobe's Spirit, sorry, bud. Look it up. Kiss the Toad says, easy question. Are there more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth? Yeah. Yeah. Anything that comprises or makes grains of sand is finite and is made already, where it's already here. Granted, there's probably dust that filters in by the tons, metric by the thousands of millions of tons every year from around the system, but the space, as far as we know it, is not finite. Even if it is, it might as well be infinitesimal. So, yeah. Fucking stars, man. There's lots of them. Put this way, you could count all the sand on our beaches. Could you, though? Because what happens when sand goes from being like sand then to like soil? How does that work? Doesn't matter. There's still a finite amount of grains on this fucking earth. Stars, dude. Fucking stars. Let's see. How long will it take? RA57727. How long will it take for everyone else to realize how great Band-Maid is? Give me the day and the year. It's going to be a Tuesday. $20 2532. Somebody's going to be going through historical records, hologram files and shit, and somebody will discover them again. And they're going to be like, how did we miss this? And, prove me wrong. Oh, he was kidding. I didn't have to answer that. If a man says something, from Juan San, if a man says something at a certain moment and his wife doesn't listen to him, is he still wrong? Yes. Aaron Racer, what is your most annoying habit that you know you do but refuse to acknowledge to anyone? Everyone would probably already know this, right? Unless we go deeper on this. For me, my most annoying habit for me is I'll be say watching YouTube and I'll think of like 5 different things I could do to make a good video, and then I'll just fucking sit there. Like, man, I'm kind of enjoying the show right now. Or I have a good idea and I'll come up here and I'll be like, I have no idea how to approach this, so I'll just give up. Not following through on that, because I have ideas that I just don't get done. That makes me sad. That I pick hangnails on my thumb, and it hurts, but I do it anyway. Makes my thumbs look gross sometimes. Oh, forgetting who put in a request. Okay, maybe that's it. The only thing I do is I keep making the same mistakes whenever I do live streams. That's pretty fucking annoying. That's what happens when you do it all yourself, man. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Next, Uncle Yoshi says, what is your favorite Band-Maid song? Who is your favorite Band-Maid member? So we're going from 5 to 1. I mean, there's that little technicality of Band-Maid, but we know it's the same people. So I'm tempted to say Gyeoncho, even though it's not technically Band-Maid, whatever. That is a absolutely flawless song. Other than it doesn't have any kind of really solo. There's a little tiny one. Band-Maid song, I think God, man, Puzzle is just a absolute masterpiece. Again, the time of day. Puzzle, Daydreaming. Dice. Dude, I love Dice. Dice is fucking incredible. That's a great song. But Puzzle might be it, dude. Favorite Band-Maid member is Konami. Okay. GunCon 22. I don't want to miss stuff in the chat. Like you guys are doing okay there. Right on. Okay. GunCon 22 asked, from all the interviews and reaction videos you have done, what are some of the actual insights you have gleaned from them, then incorporated into your own songwriting, and can you give us specific examples with your music? Damn, dude, that's like a whole other project. From the interviews and reaction videos I've done, this is something that I didn't, which is kind of what everybody that writes a song should be doing, but it's become more apparent. I mean, we know Band-Maid they always want to do the best they can for whatever they're doing. They want it to be the best song in the world, right? That's what every songwriter should be doing, is writing the best song they've ever heard. And it's weird that that's not what happens every time. So there's a lot of I mean, this shit it's going like right now in my head. Like, writing a fantastic song, some of it's accidental. Sometimes you hit upon things, you're like, whoa, what the fuck was that? And like, you don't even know what happened, but you try and capture that lightning in a bottle, right? Because you can know exactly what people want to hear and what makes people pay attention and what will get stuck in their head, and then you're just Nickelback. You're just playing shit that people will hear because the majority of people are just, they're just consumers of music as opposed to lovers of music. Consumers of music don't give a fuck why a song is there, who wrote it, what it means. People who appreciate music appreciate deeper elements of the music, and that's who I'm worried about. And that's, I guess, where I was going, where whoever writes a song, I don't see any point in writing it if you're not trying to write the best song you've ever heard. Now, have I done that? No. Do I think I've done that a couple times? Yes. I think I have a couple songs I've written that I think are absolutely perfect songs. And could they improve? Yes, as far as like musicianship goes for drums and shit. But as far as the structure of the song goes, I've written a couple songs I think are just fantastic. And from what I've seen from especially Drag Down, man, after watching the interview with them and how humble they were and just honest with their struggles and their approach to music and their fans, to this day they're the band that has shown the most appreciation of anything I've done. And I'm not saying this to disparage any other bands. All the other interviews and bands I've talked to, I haven't really talked to a lot of them. It's been, I wish I could have talked to them directly, but I don't expect anything other than, hey, thanks for the interview. Cool. I just want to get them out there in front of people. And they're busy. A lot of these bands are playing gigs all the time. And that's fine. Drag Down has kept in contact with me and shown their appreciation, and that is something that I'm actually going to try and reciprocate. You know what I mean? Like, that made me want to follow up with the bands I've interviewed to let them know that I still care. Like, hey, what's going on now? You know, and that's like, it's a lot of bands to follow up with, and that kind of is intimidating for me to just keep up with that because it's a lot of work, but I want to do it. So literally because of that one band, I am now going to go back through all the bands I've talked to and try and get a follow-up interview or just ask them how it's going, and, what's in the works so I can keep up with it. Because I don't want them to think, oh, this dude just wanted one interview and then fucked off, That's not cool either. I don't want to appear like that. So getting these interviews, these questions answered has made me want to be just a better representative of music, I guess. That's not exactly what you're wanting to ask, I think, but that's like the most recent thing. Like, I don't want them to think I just wanted that one thing and then fuck off. I don't want that. I want to follow up with Saiki. I want to follow up with Toronoko Rami. I want to see these bands. I want to follow up with them because I really do love these bands. So, maybe through Dragdown, I will learn to make sure other bands know they're appreciated, not just a video. And maybe it'll be reciprocal that way. They'll realize I'm not just trying to get an interview for me. Because do I monetize them? Yeah, but they don't. I'm not making shit off those interviews. That wasn't the point. I just want to get them in front of some other people. They make me want to be a better man. How about that? As far as music goes and songwriting, probably the most I've taken from any band is from Band-Maid. And what they did was open my eyes to what a lot of bands have been doing, but I never realized until I focused on them and looked at how they were writing songs. And I said before, I'm a blues guy, so you come up with a riff, and that's the riff for the song. Maybe you have something different for a bridge. And that's it. And that's how I wrote music for a long time. Here's the bridge. Here's the verse chords. Here's the intro riff. Here's the verse. Here's the chorus. Here's the bridge. And that's how a fucking song was written. And now, that's not the case. It's just whatever the hell you want to do, freaking do it. If you wanna hang on the same riff the whole song, fucking do it. If that's what it needs, do it, man. I've seen enough bands. I guess that's the thing is I love the diversity of Band-Maid and what they do, but I also like stuff that just grinds on the same freaking riff over and over. If it's done right, it's perfect, dude. So there's no one answer to what a song can be. And I've taken multiple songs of mine. I've went back and purposely, okay, second verse, do something different. Omit something, add something, just do something different. Don't do it the same, because I do that. I've been doing that for years. First verse, same melody, same chords, different lyrics. So I try not to do that anymore, unless it needs it. Sometimes that's what a song needs. But I'm more open to doing different things. Because I would be open to like different kinds of music, but within that song, I would fall into these tropes of just repeating the same shit. So now I've taken examples from multiple bands and just to do whatever the fuck you want. Like literally, within a song, you can change shit up. I did that with for examples of my own music. I did that with Jesus, I can't remember song names at all. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. One of the things I did live at the Moon. I don't know. What's up here? Russ. Sometimes it's not the best song in the world. It's just a tribute. Right. Okay, trying to catch up here in the chat. See what's up. Russ Henry, Dragdown are awesome. They're definitely appreciative of their support. Yeah, Dragdown, and for instance, Dragdown now they have a new video coming out the 18th. This is breaking news. I better take this off of the. Couple things actually. So, okay, what did Kenji say? He says the new song will be released on the 18th around 9 a.m. in Japan. So that's, what, 7 p.m. here? I think, on the 18th. Okay, so I'm going to put out some promotional stuff just to kind of push that a little bit. Okay. That's what Kenji told me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to try and... They didn't ask. I said, hey, what do you got going on? Let me know so I can help. Thank you so much. What the fuck was I saying? I hope I answered your question. I don't know. That should be enough. I mean, if you want to see what I'm doing musically, I have backing tracks and instrumental songs that I've been working on that I use in my videos. I mean, if you can listen to that shit and see what's going on. There's a lot of repetitive stuff in there because it's backing tracks. But, I don't know. You can see in the songwriting when I will think of different things. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Duncan's like it. Russ Henry, it's not about doing an interview, it's about building relationships. Yeah, man. That's a good point. I'm trying to ask different questions, but the core group of questions I send to the bands is the stuff I want to know about bands. So part of me is like, what the fuck am I going to ask now? You know what I mean? Because how these bands write the songs is what I really want to know. Like, what's their process? And I can't ask them that again. So, I got to learn more shit, which, was being more of a journalist or whatever, which I'm fucking not. Yeah, dude, Michael Miller, for sure, the active bass lines, fuck yeah, dude. That's a good point. Where the bass doesn't just have to be the bass. The bass can be a guide for the song. That's what Misa is. She is a guide for all the Band-Maid songs. That allows... And... Oh, see, one thing I'd love to talk to Band-Maid so bad, because... knowing Konami will write the whole song, the melodies and all that stuff, but we also know that Misa's pretty much allowed to do whatever she wants. I want to know, like, if there's stuff added during recording, if a lot of the flourishes and a lot of overtones and little melodic motifs that she puts on top of songs, if that was there from the start, or if it was added in post, added during recording, where Misa takes us on this journey inside this song, and she realizes, oh, I can do this here because she left this area of the notes, and that's what I want to know from them, dude. And I want to know that so bad. Yeah, it took a different turn. So yeah, Gunkin 22. Everything I write now is affected by what I've learned from the bands. I guess that's an easier way to put it. There you go. What's the speed of an unladen swallow? I only know that if they're holding coconuts and it's 25 knots. I don't fucking know, dude. Freaking Monty Python. That's from T. Louie too. Thank you. All right. right. From Michael Hill, could you envision any other members of Band-Maid doing side projects with fellow musicians from other bands other than Kobato or Saiki? Hell yeah, dude. I mean, Misa and Akane could play with whoever the fuck they wanted to. It wouldn't matter. I could see them playing with anybody. I think those two. Misa is probably. I really think she is just an absolute genius and not appreciated for her musicianship. Even within the community, like she's loved and she's known to be a badass bass player, but her musicianship and the way she plays, the notes she chooses, the phrases she uses are fucking brilliant, dude, and add so much to all the music. So I don't really see her doing a solo thing, but she could definitely play with anybody and add to anybody's music. Akane could just do whatever, absolutely anything. Konami, I think, would just have to be a solo project. I don't think she'd want to work with anybody else. Honestly. I couldn't see her doing her own thing. I could see Misa and Akane just like having fun, jamming with somebody else. But I think Konami has who she wants to get her music out there. So I don't think she'd want to work with anybody else. T. Louis 2 says, what might derail Band-Maid? Honestly, I think I don't want to think about it, but I think if anything, it would be maybe Konami just like needing a break. I don't think they'd ever get derailed. I don't think a pregnancy would bother them. I don't think it would affect them. It would affect them, but I don't think it would hurt them at all because they would all be totally supportive of whoever it was. Without a doubt. You know? Yeah, whoever it was, nothing like that I think would bother them. The side of shit I don't even want to consider as far as like sickness or anything goes. I don't know, man. I think it's that rare thing to where they know it's just right. There's no questions going on. Nobody's looking for anything else, you know. I want to see them have some fun with other bands. I don't want to see them like do anything else. I think the band as a whole will take a break. The band as a whole will take some time. But I don't think they're ever going to be like, they're not going to leave a hole in music. Like they may take a break from touring, but they're going to be working on shit. Because they're smart. They're so fucking smart. Like they keep having fun. They keep doing what they want to do. But yeah, there's going to be a time where they need to like slow down a little bit. They've been grinding like mad, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't worry about it. But sometimes I think about it. I'm like, oh man, what happens if whatever, we can watch all the live things and listen to the music. Barty Slatfast. What is the airspeed velocity of a pigeon? Average speed, 72 miles an hour, but they can peak out around 92 miles an hour, believe it or not. How about that? A lot faster than I thought they would be. Pigeons are fucking quick, dude. And they can cover 600 square miles on average in a day. That's all for the official questions that are on there. Unless somebody has something they want to throw in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I could see Miku doing like a full album. But I think it'd be cool if the band would be like, but if they help, it's just going to be Band-Maid. I don't know, dude. I could see her needing to like do a solo project again, I think. And I wouldn't mind it at all. I think she might need it, you know. On that note, yep, that's the last one. Nobody asked anymore. What was your favorite place to eat in Tokyo? God, I wish I could remember anywhere. What was the best food? Tokyo. Dude, Bohoji-san took us to such random places that I wouldn't even know what they were called to begin with. I don't even know. Everywhere was so great and so different. I liked, oh man. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what places are called, honestly. But there was, we had like a Korean barbecue the first night. I mean, that was good. There was a place where we had like, I don't know how many courses of meals, but we had, I don't know how many different kinds of sashimi. And it was just incredible. But we did that a few times. I don't know, dude. I just want to go. Yeah. Can BM achieve world domination without touring below the equator? Feeling a bit left out down here. You know what? They need to get there. Think how nuts it's going to be when they finally get down there. They need to. Goat QI asked, did you use chopsticks? I did. All the time. I even use chopsticks at home when I have noodles. So I make ramen here and add a bunch of stuff to it, and I use noodles. I use chopsticks. Yeah, I use them the whole time over there. Elliot tried to. He broke down, I think, once or twice and used a fork. But yeah, I was fine with them. There's one time, the only time I had trouble with chopsticks was I went, the second time I was there, I was walking around on my own in Shibuya, and I was like, I'm going to go just get some food all by myself. I'm a big boy. And I walked into this place and sat down, and it was like you grill your own food type of thing. And you get your meat, you put it on the grill, and I couldn't, for some reason, I just couldn't pick up the freaking strips of meat, dude. Like, the chopsticks are about to catch on fire, and the food's starting to burn, and I could not. It would always just do this thing where we just go around and flip the meat off of it. I was so happy there's a partition and nobody could see me just being a complete fucking American. Like, I can't do this. And, the urge to reach in and grab it was strong. But I'm like, no, I'll burn my hand. You fucking idiot. Use the chopsticks. You know how to do it. Just do it. And it just kept I literally walked into 3 places by myself to eat, and I was like, nope, I can't do this. Like it's different when you're by yourself. If you have somebody with you, you can be like, oh, go ahead and do it. That's all you got to do. Just do it. And then you help each other do things. When you're by yourself, your doubt just goes right to the top. I don't see much English. Fuck this. I'm out. 3 places I walked into and walked right back out. I finally went in one place where there's partitions. I could just sit there and like use my phone. What am I doing? Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, dude. But it was fun though. I was still glad I did it. I should make hollow chopsticks. I didn't get any tongs, dude. If I had tongs, I'd have used them. T. Louis too. Man, you just got all the insights. Catch a fly with a chopstick. I did that. I got on the first try. I was told it was beginner's luck, though. Yeah, Trondy, it's a lot different when you go by yourself, which I didn't experience a lot of. I always had Pojis on there. Or we went into like a Combini, which was like super easy. So yeah, we go in and it was like, oh, this is different. Like we went to one hotel he scheduled us for. It was a very nice hotel, and he wasn't there with us that night. He's going to go visit some of his friends. So, and it was a nice place, but there wasn't a lot of English there. English speaking staff. So it was like it was just a lot of motion and us figuring shit out. We went down to sit down. It was probably like the nicest dinner we had, but it's probably like the least enjoyable because there was no instruction like, no, don't do that. Here's what you do. Like, I felt so stupid. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. And it was like, we were like probably just horrible fucking gaijins because we were like laughing and like we had a great dinner because we were just laughing about stuff, but it was interesting. But yeah, it was weird. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize how much I needed instruction on what to do with the food. It's pretty crazy. Michael Buddha, my practice was picking up oily peanuts with chalk tips. Oh my god. That sounds like just a recipe for disaster. That's kind of why I kept using them at home. I'm like, well, I used them the whole time I was over there. Might as well use them here, right? And Poji-san sent me some nice chopsticks, so I use them. Who is on your bucket list still to see live that you have not already seen? Bucket list? Like, before I die? Oh, man. I've seen so many bands. I don't know, dude. I've seen Alice in Chains, Nine Inch Nails. I've seen Band-Maid already multiple times. Seen Nemophila, Love Bites, Saiseiga, Sukuninaru, Asterism. I do, especially after the bands I've given questions to, like Toru Nokorami. Obviously, I gotta see them, and it makes me want to, like, I really want to meet these people. Toru Nokorami, Dim Rays, Drag Down, of course. I mean, it's any of those that I have a connection with, I want to see, like, really bad. I mean, I've seen Gotcha Spin. Most of the bucket list is, like, done for, dude. I don't know of anybody else. I don't know. Everything else is a bonus, man. From here out. I would like to see Nemophila again in a better situation. Same with Hanabiye. I've seen a lot of fucking bands. This is awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Just whoever else I talk to, I really want to get to see. I've already seen way more than I thought I ever would, so. Alright. Yeah. Alright, guys. I think we'll call it for the night, man. There was your difficult questions. There's a couple good ones in there. Couple good ones. Well, I hope everybody learned something. I did. There was things I didn't know I was gonna say. What else here? Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for throwing in some more questions. Cool hanging out with you, of course, as usual. Thanks to those who put the questions, bothered to answer my community post. That's cool. I like doing stuff like this to get kind of off the usual stuff. Makes me think. Oh, I haven't seen Unleash the Archers. Good point, No Guard. Unleash the Archers. There's my bucket list band right now. For sure. So let me put it this way. I've already had some interaction with some bands I really like, so that's cool. I've had interaction with them too. I talked to her, so talked to Brittany, but I want to see them really bad. I guess add them to the list. Cool, man. Thanks, everybody. What is this? This is Monday, isn't it? So I'll be back tomorrow for the request stream. And thanks for the questions. I appreciate it. Thanks for the interaction. I love it. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we all learned something. So, thanks and good night. See you tomorrow.